Yes, sir. We are back with another edition of Fast Break Bets presented by BettingPros. You know me, know the voice, know the guys, me, really real, villain real, Terrell Furman Jr. here at your service. All right, no plays, so no recap from yesterday, no games. So I have a couple of things to talk about to you today. Two player props, in addition to the two plays that I gave out to you yesterday. If you need those two plays from yesterday and you didn't listen to yesterday's episode, well, you got to go back and listen because I mean, what? I'm gonna just give it out to you twice and not make you listen to the other episode. Come on, do me a favor, just go check out the other episode if you didn't hear it. But I have two additional plays here for a large slate. I will drop a social media play as well. So that should be 5 bets. And then probably anything else that I have going, I'll have going in the Betting Pros app. And I'll share it there. I'll have a best bet going up there as well. So make sure you go over there to that Betting Pros app, bettingpros.com/Terrell. Get to me, and you'll be able to check out all the action I have going on through a lot of games on a Thursday in the WNBA. So, two plays that I want to talk to you about now. We can get to that in just a second. But first, of course, we're talking about the W. So, I just got to make sure that everybody knows about the prop bet analyzer over there in the WNBA app. You have to go lock into it. You can crush your WNBA bets with the Betting Pros WNBA prop bet cheat sheet, prop bet analyzer. Go check out the top player prop picks based on our projections and the sportsbooks lines. Is updated daily and recommended bets for points, rebounds, assists, all of that. So head over there, bettingpros.com/WNBA props, or download the Betting Pros app and start cashing into a day. All right. I have a couple of player props for you that I really like here for the slate. Let's start with the early game. Somewhat early. We're still talking 7 o'clock tip here. But the Los Angeles Sparks are on the road going to play the New York Liberty, my New York Liberty. Liberty are laying 11.5 here. 170 is the total. Leone Fibic should be back in this game from overseas commitment playing in Eurobasket. And so still no Jonquel Jones, however. We're still waiting on Jonquel Jones to come back with the timeline. And that has been really, really tough for the New York Liberty's defense. It really has. Now, the perimeter should be a little bit more smooth with Leone Fibic coming back. They should be able to switch and play how they want to play defense on the perimeter, but it's the inside of the paint. That's what I'm concerned about. And so I'm going to play a little bit that's been trending a little while for the New York Liberty since Jonquel Jones has been out. And that is Kelsey Plum to go over 5.5 assists. I got that at plus money, plus 120 right now. You can see she's been over her assists. And if you go check the prop bet cheat sheet, prop bet analyzer over in the Betting Pros app, you can see she's been over her assists in 5 of her last 8 games. And the New York Liberty against point guards, since Jonquel Jones has been injured, here are the assist totals. Skylar Diggins had 6, Veronica Burton had 10. Alyssa Thomas isn't a point guard, but she's the point forward. She runs the offense for them. She had 15, and Jordan Canada had 8. If you even want to throw in Alicia Gray in that game, she still had 6. And so what's the key factor here? All of those players were focusing on getting very good looks close to the rim. They were targeting players that were either in the post, cutting and slashing to the basket, and just taking advantage of a Liberty defense that doesn't have Jonquel Jones anchoring them on the inside. Look at the Liberty and what they have done. The last 4 games without Jonquel Jones, points in the paint, they are tied with the Seattle Storm for dead last. Remember that note too. But tied with the Seattle Storm for dead last in opponents' points in the paint scoring in the last 4 games. Well, what do the Sparks have going for them? They have Azare Stevens and De'Erica Hamby, who are very, very good and very, very confident on the inside. And look at what Kelsey Plum has been doing, assisting to her teammates this season. She has 26 assists this season. De'Erica Hamby. Second on the list is Azare Stevens, who has 19. Then you'd have to go down to Rakia Jackson, who has 14, and Emma Cannon, who has 7 from Kelsey Plum. So she feels a lot more comfortable getting the ball to De'Arica Hamby. Of course, they used to be former teammates over there with the Las Vegas Aces, and now they're teammates again. Azare Stevens, a big, I think she is somebody that can take advantage of the Liberty's size here and just being a little bit smaller, especially if they move and put Brianna Stewart over on De'Arica Hamby, trying to slow her down. Azare can get going there. Back to De'Arica. De'Arica's third in opponents' points in the. I mean, not opponents. I'm sorry. De'Arica is third in points in the paint scoring. So I think that this is a really good opportunity for that De'Arica to Plum connection to really get going here against New York Liberty, who are just really, really struggling inside the paint without um, Jonquel Jones here. So I like this to be a good spot for Kelsey Plum, over 5.5 assists here, plus money. I think that she can get over this line, 6, 7. That's all I need. So I like Kelsey Plum in this spot. All right. One more play that I want to give out to you. But before I do that, I want to make sure that I'm telling you where you can go get down on all of this stuff. And you can go get down on it at Bet365. They have a special offer for our listeners. Turn $5 into $150 of bonus bets when you join Bet365. To claim the offer, just go to bettingpros.com/bet365 and deposit at least $10. Then, if you place a bet of $5 or more, you'll have a chance to earn $150 in bonus bets. So, again, that's bettingpros.com/bet365 for that offer. 21 and older only, must be presented in Arizona, Colorado, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kentucky, Louisiana, North Carolina, raise up, New Jersey, Ohio, Tennessee, and Virginia. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-BETS-OFF if you live in Iowa. Terms and conditions apply. All right, play number 2. Let's go a little bit later in the slate. 7:30 p.m. on the East Coast. We've got the Seattle Storm on the road going to play the Atlanta Dream. Storm are laying 1.5. 161 is the total. Ryan Howard doesn't look like she's going to be playing in this game. And so, where am I going in the player prop? Give me the same player that has been cashing, and I mean, she's been so good to us this season. Brionna Jones, over 13.5 points. Brionna Jones is grown woman hoops. I just want you to know that. That's grown woman hoops. She's going to move you out the way as she's getting to the cup and scoring the basketball. She's been really, really good this season. She's been over in 3 of her last 5 games to this number, with back-to-back games of 18 and 21. She's been over in 4 straight games against the Seattle Storm in particular. She's had 14, 26, 21, and she had 15 in the earlier matchup this season. She's been really, really good scoring inside the paint, 9.3 points inside the paint per game this season. That's 8th in the WNBA. And remember what I told you about the Seattle Storm last 4 games being dead last in opponents' points in the paint? Well, that's been a trend for them over the course of the entire season that they haven't been able to figure out. Over the entire season, they are 11th in the WNBA in terms of opponents' points in the paint scoring. So they struggle with the bigs on the inside. You have Brionna Jones, who is a great rebounder, especially offensive rebounder. She's second in the W in offensive rebounds, 3.3 a game. And when she goes up and gets the offensive rebound, it either results in an additional score for her, or it results in her getting to the free throw line and a chance to get points like that. And the issue with Seattle here is what they were really, really struggling with the Leah Boston is they switch everything. And so they are so easy to switch, and Brionna Jones can get mismatches. And that's what happened with the Leah Boston. Leah Boston was either getting in space or getting these mismatches, and she was going to work and absolutely destroyed that team a few games ago. So I think that this is something very, very similar where they're just not going to match up well, or the scheme of Carl Smesko of getting the ball inside of the paint and getting those easy looks at the basket. And he talks about it all the time. Yes, we want to shoot a bunch of threes, but we have to get the ball to our bigs. And he's committed to it. And they keep giving Bree Jones opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. She's been so good this season. I think this is another spot where Bree Jones has another good day here against the Seattle Storm defense that has been very much struggling inside of the paint here. Give me Brionna Jones to go over 13.5 points. And that is what I am going to add to the slate for a Thursday in Fast Break Bets. Kelsey Plum over 5.5 assists. There's some plus money attached to that. And Brionna Jones over 13.5 points. With that, I'm at really real __. Make sure you give me a follow on X at BettingPros on X and TikTok at BettingPros NFL on Instagram and YouTube.com/BettingPros, where you can drop a comment. Make sure you're subscribed. Have a chance to win that Clyde Drexler signed jersey. With that, that's it. I have nothing else to say, nothing else to do. No other way of ending the podcast. Just gonna like this. We are out of here.